Intro. Sound check.
Ready? We are at the Palace for the 2025 Match of the Round 20 clash between the Marconi Stallions and Rockdale Ilinden. What a game we have. I fucked up the round.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What is it? Round 18. Dumb cunt. All right.
3, 2, 1. Yep.
We are at the Palace today for the Match of the Round in the NPL Men's New South Wales competition. It's the Marconi Stallions hosting Rockdale Ilinden in its Round 18 clash. And what a fixture we have coming up for you here today. Stay tuned because this will be a special game where two teams have some history between themselves, a proper rivalry, a proper derby. Stay tuned for this one.
Oh, man. Thanks for it.
Legend.
I'll be back. I just got to grab something from the car.
All right, bro. Don't get blown away.
Yeah.
to the Palace, Marconi Stadium, for round 18 of the NPL Men's New South Wales competition. It's the top of the table, Marconi Stallions hosting second place, Rockdale Ilinden, 1v2. And what a game is in store for us here this afternoon, this beautiful winter's Sunday afternoon. It is a bit windy, but ignore that. The sun is out and the players are ready to put on a spectacle here for you. One of those games that's become a fixture that you look to the fixture list immediately when it comes out now. It's up there with the games like Bonnyrigg and Sydney United, Marconi and Sydney United, Rockdale and Olympic. It's got that status now of a derby, a game that you cannot miss. Marconi v Rockdale, one of the first games on everyone's list when the season comes out. And here now, so much on the line for these two teams. For the Stallions, if they are able to win today, and even though there's still a number of games remaining in the season, you feel that a victory here today will put them one step closer to claiming the premiership. Whereas for Rockdale, they'll then drop 8 points behind their rivals. 8 points further away from claiming the premiership for the second consecutive year. And despite that, it's Marconi who have the wood over their opponents. They've won the last 3 clashes between the two. One of those here last year, that memorable 9-0 victory. An incredible scoreline. And of course, the 3-0 grand final win. We'll get to that in a moment. A minute's silence here to be observed. And the game now is ready to get going. As I said, this one, the last few games, it's Marconi that's had the wood over their opponents. In fact, in the last 10 clashes between the two, Rockdale has only come out on top twice. Their last time on the 30th of July, 2023, a 1-0 win on that occasion for Rockdale. But in the last 10 games over the last 5 years, it's been Marconi dominance, 5 wins, 3 draws, and as I said, just the 2 for Rockdale. We'll go through the lineups now for the Marconi Stallions. In goals, number 1, James Hilton. Number 2, Tyrone Burney. Number 6, Dom Costanzo. Number 7, Franco Maya. Number 8, James Bayless. Number 10, Marko Jeršić. Number 16, Liam Yuli. Number 17, Damien Sekenes. Number 18, George Daniel. Number 23, Brandon Vella. And number 24, Mate Busek. Busek, the only change to the Marconi lineup from last week's win against the Mount Druitt Town Rangers, losing Lockie Griffiths, their third centre-back this season. Mate Busek coming into the lineup, a reshuffle from Peter Sekenes. For the visiting Rockdale Ilinden, no changes for their squad from last week's win against St. George. Nick Soros starts in goals. Number 2, Hunter Elliott. Number 5, Giorgio Speranza. Number 6, Isaac Danzo. Number 7, Alek Urushevsky. Number 10, Brandon Chalakian. Number 11, Lachlan Constable. Number 14, Braden Sorge. Number 22, Blake Rashudo. Number 24, Ali Ugla. And number 88, Chris McState. Be a real battle in midfield, and Chalakian on the ball now looking to test Bernie in that centre half role. Brendan Vella stepping into that role as well. Brendan Vella, who's really played every single position possible in the sky blue of the Marconi Stallions. Now sliding in at centre back, Tyrone Burney. His partner in the centre of defence, generally operating as the right back, but Franco Maya has that role today. A very unfamiliar role for the winger. Speaking to Peter Tsakenas pre-game, he's confident that Maya will get the job done. He joked and said, right wing, right back, what's the difference? It's all the same. He feels as though Maya will have no problem slotting in. Although it looks to have a problem because there's not enough balls on the pitch. Finally got one now for Speranza to get the action restarted. A solid crowd here building at Marconi Stadium as well. People still coming through the gates. A few hundred in attendance already. And the committee in full voice, the Rockdale Ultras group. Faithful supporters follow their team everywhere they go. And they sure do make some noise and bring some colour to the game. Lots of fire in this one, so we expect some big challenges. We expect tensions to be at a high as well. Adrian Arndt, the man in the middle, will absolutely have his hands full in this one. One of the best refs in the state, though. Should have this one under control. Headed away there by Vella. Strong challenge on the far side by Hunter Elliott. It'll be a throw to Rockdale. Some early pressure from the visitors. Urushevsky will take the long throw. What does this guy not do? 20 goals already this season, and Rashudo makes the run forward. That's where the throw goes, cleared away by Maya at the back post. And Elliott robbed of possession there. Tsakenas had a look up, he's got options. Ball comes out wide to Busek. Busek goes down, no foul. It looked as though there was certain contact, and now the other way comes Ali Ugla. Feeds in Urushevsky, but Urushevsky offside. Good early start, and Busek just seemed as though he wasn't expecting that ball to be played out wide to him, but a definite good opportunity for the home team. I do think he was clipped along the ankles as well by Giorgio Speranza, but Adrian Arndt said no. Play continued. James Hilton, keeper with the best defence in the competition, taking the goal kick. Only 11 goals conceded for Marconi, and when they say defence wins championships, well, 8 clean sheets so far this season. That's why Marconi lead the pack. And a comfortable lead as well. 5 points at the moment, ahead of Rockdale. And Maya slips over there. Now Urushevsky looking for Ogla, but too far there, and a late challenge from Maya on Urushevsky. Speranza asking Arndt to bring out the cards nice and early. Referee knows that if he was to do that, he'd set the tone for the game immediately. Smart refereeing by Adrian Arndt. Just a warning for now, but I'm sure Franco Maya makes one more late challenge or one more overzealous challenge, and he'll most definitely be in Arndt's book. McStay to take the free kick for Ilinden. Delivery comes in, and it's there from Sorge and cleared off the line. What an opportunity. James Bayliss getting back in the nick of time and clearing that one. What an opportunity for the visitors. Delightful delivery from McStay. The perfect run from Sorge as well. but just enough on it. But in the end, Bayless getting back and clearing. They've got another opportunity though, Rockdale. McStay to take the corner this time. Good ball in, headed away. To Kenneth, I think. Strong tackle there from Yuli on McStay. It'll be another free kick for Rockdale. Yuli saying he won the ball, but that's the tension, the feeling in this one. Expect a lot more of those. That's why everyone looks forward to this game. Very, very fiery between these two. McStay slowly gets to his feet. Deliver another set piece. That's 3 in quick succession for the visiting side. Came close via Sorge. Can they do it again here? Stay with the twinkle toes before he delivers. Cross in toward the near post. That's a disappointing one. The best free kick from Chris McStay on that occasion. Marconi get a reprieve. Marconi's put in 2 big challenges. You sort of expect the Rockdale ones coming soon. Really lift the roof off here at Marconi Stadium. Ball played over the top. Nothing to chase for Tekenis, and Sorge clears away for a throw. Another throw now for the Stallions. George Daniel to take on that far side. And this time through the back of Jersic. It's a free kick to Marconi this time. Very stop-start beginning to this game. Adrian Arndt's already had his work cut out. We said it was going to be a tough game to referee and keep in check. I think there've already been at least 4 free kicks inside the opening 7 minutes. First time for Marconi to put Nick Soros under some pressure. Cross comes in, cleared away. Bernie, it's a poor pass back from Bernie. Put under real pressure here, but does well. George Daniel now just got away. Strong challenge from Hunter Elliott, and now Brandon Vella back for Hilton. Ruszewski was lurking, and Hilton just had to get it out. High press from Rockdale, really putting Marconi under pressure. Ruszewski will take a long throw again. Blake Prosciutto comes forward, as does Chris McStay, getting inside the area. Throw there for Prosciutto, flicked on. Ball still not away. Speranza against his former team. Constable all the way back to Hunter Elliott, who's robbed now to Kenneth. Second time Elliott's lost the ball in a dangerous position. Busek giving chase, but Speranza was there. Now Sorge back to Speranza. Touch last off Busek. Prosciutto wasting no time, and Chalakian, such a magician in midfield is Brendan Chalakian when he's on and allowed to play and dance around. He's such a good footballer, such an important footballer. And in all fairness, the only time I've really seen him struggle to get out the first gear was against St. George, and just because Michael Rodic played such a good game on him that time. Man marked him all game, and it's sort of what you need to do, but the problem with Rockdale and man marking is there's another 4 or 5 players that are able to really hurt you. And Maya wins the challenge there of Speranza cleanly. Rashudo batting away with Sekenis. Pass played off there. Liam Yulee. Speranza tried to take it quick, but Adrian Arndt tells him to step back a couple feet. Here's McStay. Chalakian, nice little pass for Ali Ugla. Great feet from Ugla. Look for the near post. Saved by Hilton. Had to get down quickly, the Marconi goalkeeper. Beautiful pass from Chalakian. Threaded the needle there, and then Ugla, quick feet, beat his defender and tried to beat Hilton at that near post, but the keeper, aware to the danger, saves and tips the ball out. Second corner of the game for Rockdale. McStay to deliver. Near post ball, headed away. Back out to McStay again. Cross comes back into the box. It's a good ball. Chance is there. It's 1-0. Brendan Chalakian opens the scoring for Rockdale Ilinden. They've been the team in the ascendancy, and they deserve this early lead after 12 minutes on the clock. Rockdale Ilinden hit the front through the chalk. Brendan Chalakian. Well found in the area too by McStay. And Chalakian brought it down and buried it beyond Hilton. Paul D will be absolutely ecstatic with the start his team's made. And now Marconi have to come from behind, a team that doesn't concede goals very often. As I said, 8 clean sheets this season, only conceded in 8 games. Sorry, 9 games. Now they've conceded in 10, and again, we know the defensive problems that they have, and now Urushevsky looking to make things worse, gets into the area, cuts it back. McStay was arriving. Important touch by the Stallions defense. Now Rashudo. Back for Soros. Disappointing clearance from the Rockdale goalkeeper straight over the sideline. Lots of attacking options on the bench for the Marconi Stallions. Kovacic-Menti, Milislav Popovic, Julian Monge, Jake True, Jawad Rezai, and reserve keeper Patrick Williams. There's no defenders on the bench. So considering how the result sits at the moment, Peter Tekenis is absolutely spoilt for choice. Still a long, long way to go in this game. Foul there by Yersic on Rashudo. Marconi captain not happy with the call. Straight out over the sideline. Maya with the throw. Chalakian turns and looks to feed Urushevsky. Bernie trying to get away from him. There's it back in a danger area. Rockdale come away with it, but only for a moment. It'll be a Marconi goal kick. George gets up with Yersic. Yersic almost did enough there to flick it on for Costanza. Has been very quiet early on. Here's Chalakian again, almost feeding in. Alek Urushevsky. Busek. Speranza back for Rashudo. Great turn from Ali Ugla through the legs of Maya. Early cross, but didn't quite come off the foot as he would have liked. Ali Ugla in the mood. Bernie plays it long. Shudo heads away. Here's Danzo. His clearance. Finds Yuli now. Tip of the ankle by Danzo on Yuli. Free kick now for the home team. Costanzo standing over the ball. Yes, it's trying to get away from Sorge. The delivery comes. Not enough there from Costanzo. Didn't beat the first defender. Maya. Flicked on again by Yuli. Yeshic clips it over the top, but nobody there on the right side, and Coney just looked a little disjointed at the moment. Obvious issues with the lineup. Poor challenge from Maya on Speranza. That'll be his last warning, I reckon. Here's Ugla. Back for Speranza. Strong tackle from Yuli. And now the ball almost breaks there for McStay. Instead, it's the captain Jersic. Here's Daniel. Forward for Tsekenis and clipped down the ankles by Sorge. It'll be a free kick and a yellow card for Sorge. It was accidental contact by Braden Sorge, but tell you what, Damien Tsekenis was in on goal there, and he not slipped over. Accidental or not, in the end, works out perfect for Rockdale. Better situation, and having Tsekenis break through, and Marko Jersic is having words with Adrian Arndt and telling him, was he not the last man there? I think he wasn't. Blake Rashudo seemed to be close enough. First card of the game goes the way of Rockdale. Cross comes in again. Jersic was there. That was a good chance for Marconi. At the far post, Bulsek was arriving, claiming there was a bit of an elbow as well. Soros will take the goal kick now. Vela misses the header. Here's Constable. Ball breaks for Jersic. Now it's Tsekenis. Jersic continues his run forward. Great challenge from Hunter Elliott. Yuli battling away. Here's the throw. Jersic heads it on. Now Bayless for Bernie. Bernie's such a good signing for Marconi. Arrived from Blackdown City. He's one of the best right backs in the competition last season, without a doubt. Continued where he left off with Blackdown. Playing as a central defender though. Wherever the coach needs you at the end of the day. Another free kick. And now it's Marconi getting the rub of the green with a few calls and putting the pressure on the visitors. A few free kicks in quick succession. This time Lee and Yuli fouled. Need to see a better delivery though. Last opportunity they had from the free kick. Marko Jeršić rose highest for the header but didn't quite get the connection he would have desired. Cross comes in, a much better board set. Kenneth goes down. Claiming Rashuda had his hands all over him. Soros with an important punch. Bernie assessing his options. And look how Rockdale quickly try to close that space. 3 men pressing at the same time, closing down the angles and the passing channels, forcing Bernie to go long. Sent away by Speranza. Busek. Last touch off Ugla. Marconi will take positives from Rockdale, only keeping 1 clean sheet all season so far. 17 games, just the 1 clean sheet. You've conceded 22 goals as well, so at least a goal a game. The firepower that Marconi possesses, you expect them to be able to really put Rockdale under some pressure. Maya again with the foul. It's the 3rd one he's made inside the first 20 minutes. Speranza just behind McStay. As well to keep it in there, McStay. Speranza now cuts it back. Space for Ugla. Shot blocked. Again there, Ugla on the ball once more. Runs out of space, goes down. Goal kick, says Adrian Arndt. I think that's the right call from the referee. But again, another moment. Marconi's defence under pressure. Ali Ugla creating all sorts of drama in the area. Strong challenge and a yellow card to Ugla. James Bayless, the one that copped the knock. Adrian Arndt straight to the pocket, producing the yellow card. It's 2 Rockdale players now on yellow cards, and I'll tell you what, they've had a number of them this season as well. That's Ugla's first, but Braden Sorge. Free kick now on Soros there. Keeper came and claimed. As I said, Adrian Arndt is going to have his hands full. Kuješić most definitely not happy. Gives the ball away. McStay trying to play it through for Urushevsky, who goes down after the challenge from Vela. But the flag was raised on the far side. That would have been worrying times from Marconi, the ideal position for a free kick. Saved by the flag, the Stallions this time. Elliott. Chalakian steals in. And Ugla hasn't given up chase yet. And he'll turn straight into Ali Ugla. I had a feeling the flag would go up. And this is why this rule is so frustrating at times. It can cause injury. I understand why referees like to allow play to flow. But you could see that Ugla was the only player making chase for that ball. The flag has to go up earlier in those situations. It's to protect the players, really, in both instances. Busek can't get the pass through for Tsekenas. Bayless plays it forward, and unhappy wanted the ball there. Strong challenge there from Yuli, but didn't see anything wrong with that, in all fairness. Both players going for the ball. Yellow card for Yuli. Adrian Arndt must have seen something there. Just asking the question of Adrian Arndt. Three cards inside the first 30 minutes of this one. We said it's going to be fiery. We said tensions were high. There's lots on the line as well. I said it's pretty bold, but with 12 games to go in this second half of the season, lots of points still on offer, but you've got to feel if Marconi was to come away with 3 points here, the title will all but be sorted. Maya forward now for Busek. Busek trying to get past Ugla, but the ball had already gone outside of the field. Speranza for Chalakian. Forward there for Ugla. Maya has to turn and clear. Great ball from Maya for Costanzo. They really need to get Costanzo more involved. He's hardly seen the ball aside from those free kicks he takes. Oh, it's a strong challenge from Costanzo. Just as I called for him, here he comes. Plays the ball on. The chance is there. It's a corner. A fabulous challenge from Dom Costanzo. Had he got that wrong, I tell you what, he would have seen the card and it wouldn't have been yellow. It's Tsekenas who almost opened the scoring there. Braden Sorge, he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Costanzo didn't hold back. On the bench, Rockdale has James Nikolovsky, Moody Najjar, Jordan Graurowski, Ronan Mulgrew, Oliver Pufflet and Manny Karamalevsky. So a couple defenders to choose from should Sorge not be able to continue, but he's jogging off now, so he should be okay. And if there's one thing where Marconi can hurt you, it's from a corner kick. They are so well drilled. Rockdale will be absolutely aware of the danger that Marconi possesses from corners. Crowding Soros at the moment. Corner comes in toward the far post, and Sekenis was waiting. Still not away off the bar in the end. It'll be another corner. Franco Maya will take this one now. They want it back on that left-hand side for the in-swinger from Costanzo. Instead it will be Maya from the opposite side. Franco Maya with the left-footed in-swinger now. Corner delivered. Great ball in. Soros diving and punching away. Great challenge again. It was Costanzo again. Couldn't find the pass though. Strong work there from Ali Ugla. Now went Elliott. Marconi won't wait for him to get up either. Costanzo just facing the wrong way. Marconi slowly but surely growing into this game. It's been a very, very slow start for them. Rockdale were right up for this one, and that 9-0 result from last season really does sting Rockdale. And I mean, Marconi love to bring it up again and refresh the memory of all those that may have forgotten. Rockdale won't care if they can get a result here. Elliott there comes together with Costanzo. Udoshevsky getting in there as well with Costanzo now, and it's all boiling over here at Marconi Stadium. We knew it was going to happen. They're right at the bench now of Rockdale, and you don't want the benches getting involved either. There'll be work to do here for Adrian Arndt. Elliott, no doubt, will find his way into the book. Costanzo could as well. I mean, this is exactly what we expected. And they're still going at it. Udoshevsky, one of the main culprits, unhappy with how Costanzo reacted to the challenge. He was one of the first to run in and ensure that Costanzo wouldn't continue on with his protestations. And now Arndt seeking some advice from his assistant referee. You wouldn't want to see a red card. It's still too early for one of those. I'm sure we'll get one, but not this early. Adrian just keep touching that back pocket. I really hope that's not where the red card lives. Fourth official giving his viewpoint of things as well. Adrian Arndt calling over Hunter Elliott now. Elliott will get a yellow card for his challenge. That may be the only call of action. It is Elliott with a yellow card. He's calling over Franco Maya as well. And I mean, let's be fair, Franco Maya has been asking for a yellow card since the second minute. I think he might get one here as well. He does. I'm so surprised Alek Udoshevsky is going to not get a booking. I'm not quite sure that's the end of the cards. It may well be. Isn't Adrian Arndt's book already quite full? I don't know if he'll have enough space to fit all the yellow cards in by the end of the game. 35 minutes in, already 5 written down. This is what you want. This is a type of game you want to be at. Fantastic atmosphere here at Marconi Stadium. Here's Bayless. Costanzo riding the challenge of Elliott. That's better from Dom Costanzo. Needs to get into the game. Yeshic to Yuli. Searching for Tsekenis. Brings it down. Sekenis turns, looking to get a shot away. Wide to Busek. Busek, great touch. Busek! What a save from Nick Soros. Tips it onto the bar. So close to an equaliser for Mate Busek. How about that first touch? Getting the ball away from Speranza. And then Soros with a fingertip save to keep the visitors ahead. Much better from Marconi. And now Costanzo will deliver the corner. Cross comes in, and it's Bayless. Oh, what an opportunity. He's missed an open goal. Soros committed, the ball fell to the feet of Bayless, and he's cleared the whole goal. Unless Adrian Arndt's blown for a free kick, but that was a golden opportunity for the home side. Yuli, heavy touch, Shalaki, good challenge. Daniel there, holding off his Marco. Now Sekenis given one to chase. Keeps it in. Elliott through the back. George misses the challenge. And across comes Rashudo. It wasn't Rashudo, sorry, it was Chris McStay. Great tackle to the plaudits of the committee. But another corner now for Marconi, and they're starting to rack up for the home team. That's their fourth. Again, this is where Marconi are extremely dangerous. They've already put Rockdale under pressure with a few earlier deliveries. Another good ball in. McStay heads away. Maya tried to keep it alive. Rashudo will see that go over the line. It'll be a goal kick. Soros will kick the ball back into play. Touch there. Comes off Costanzo. Throw taken quickly, but straight into Vela. Shalakian holding off a couple and getting the ball away as well to a teammate. Now Ugla can't get there ahead of Daniel, but in the end out muscles the Marconi left back. Forward goes Rashudo again as they prepare for another long throw from the captain. Can the Baker bake something up here? Long throw comes in. Rashudo goes toward it. Still alive though. Hasn't been cleared, and Urushevsky flew in with that challenge. George Daniel had a bit of a swipe at him there as well. Some throw from Hilton over halfway. Free kick goes the way of Marconi. Maya, it's a wasted opportunity. Soros is always going to claim that comfortably in the end. Free kick to the dismay of the home faithful. They thought they were in there. Adrian Arndt blowing the whistle immediately. Esperanza. Ugla. Danzo gives it away, but Maya returns the favour, and Esperanza can't get there ahead of Bernie, who's got pace to burn. And through the back there of Rashudo came Sekenis. Rashudo still down. They've got caught in the grass there. Need to bring it up, but last year Nikola Škatarić from St. George did his ACL in the exact same position, but I think Rashudo will be okay. It's more so the knock than anything else. Still down though. It looks as though he's in a lot of pain, Rashudo. Physio coming to have a look, and he's testing the ACL, which is not a good sign for Rashudo. Be a major loss. Well, we're 5 minutes from half-time. Rashudo looks to be okay, which is excellent for Ilinden and him as well, of course. It is Rockdale Ilinden that lead 1-0. Opening goal scored by Brendan Chalakian. Is the last games of round 18. Sydney United are leading against Manly 1-0. Blacktown 0-0 with the Central Coast Mariners. Blacktown who lost in that Australia Cup game against SD Raiders on Wednesday night. One game on Friday night. Sydney FC defeated St George City 3-1 yesterday. 4 games. Sutherland beat the Western Sydney Wanderers, but first let's stick with this as Chalakian gets into the area. Stood on the ball though and was caught in the air, and what a chance that was turning out to be. Rashudo's got 2 hands full of Damien Sekenis' jersey. It's the right call for Rashudo. Playing games with the Marconi. More. Sent long by Yawley, and another disappointing free kick from Marconi. There have been a few of those. Back to results from yesterday. Sutherland got their first win in what seems a very, very long time. They beat the Western Sydney Wanderers 3-1. St George continued their good form, beating Mount Druitt 2-0. Spirit with a phenomenal final minute goal from Jamie Pachevsky to beat Apia Leichhardt 1-0. Sydney Olympic scoring 2 against the Wollongong Wolves that were enough for a 2-0 win at Wynn Stadium. Here's Busek now. Wide for Sekenis. Blocked across there by Speranza, but might come away with it in the end. Goes down, no free kick. Rashudo dribbles out and isn't taking any chances. Clears it out over the sideline. Away by Denzo. Villa has to deal with that one. Puts it wide. Costanzo plays it forward. Sorge heads away. Now Yawley. Sorge, another big challenge. Here's Sekenis on the turn. Rashudo saw it all the way. Great defending. They'll come back at him again though. Error there from Busek. And now Ali Ugla. Looking to beat Bernie. Mayer goes down. McStay gets into the area, leaves it for Urushevsky. The flag's raised, and even Chris McStay saying, why didn't you leave it? I was on top of it. Urushevsky too eager on that occasion. He scored 20. He just wants goals. Never be enough goals for Alek Urushevsky. Should have left that one though for Chris McStay. Elliott with the throw. McStay wins the header. Yuli looking to change the angle of the pass. Finds Tekenis. Yeshic getting up in support. This is Costanzo. He's Bayless. Bayless runs at Elliott. Into another corner. Perhaps the last action of the first half. We've entered stoppage time. 3 minutes of stoppage time have been added. According to my clock, we've already played 1 minute, but could be wrong. Cross comes in, headed away comfortably by Elliott. Here's Yuli. Didn't see the pressure from Ugla coming until late. And now Costanzo again crosses in, and Soros is comfortable and confident with that. Long by Soros. Elliott is under it. Sorry, Constable that is. Plays it forward. Cross comes Bayless, makes the challenge, but the throw remains with Rockdale. Daniel heads it on. Vela. George Daniel. As well there, Daniel. Cross game challenge. Good challenge from Brendan Chalakian. Day. Searching for Ugla. Most he could with that. Maya plays it forward. That's a great challenge from Speranza. Strong, had to make it. Forward for Jeršić, but too much on that from Maya. Really struggling at this right back position. He's makeshift right back. We're so used to seeing him in attacking roles, scoring phenomenal goals. Today, though, has to put one up for the team and slot in at right back. Get it on by Chalakian. Will either of these teams create one final chance? There won't be enough time. That is the halftime whistle. Adrian Arndt brings a fiery first half to a close, and it's Rockdale Ilinden that lead by 1-0. Brendan Chalakian opening the scoring in 13 minutes. A lovely volley that beat James Hilton. There was chances at both ends as the game went on. Rockdale going close, but perhaps the closest chance for Sorge that was clearance off the line. And then Nick Soros came to the rescue, saving Mate Busek's shot from the right. Keeper tipping it onto the crossbar. Marconi's best opportunity of the first half. They finished stronger than they started the game, but still, Rockdale so far the more dominant team. Half-time here at Marconi Stadium. It's the Marconi Stallions 0, Rockdale Ilinden 1. Okay. And the teams are back out for the second half here at Marconi Stadium. It's the visitors that lead. Rockdale Ilinden 1-0 up against the Marconi Stallions. Brendan Chalakian with a 13-minute goal opened the scoring. Rockdale have been the better side. Had another golden opportunity after that goal to Chalakian. Cleared off the line. Braden Sorge with the header. Bayless with the clearance. Had a couple more half chances. Didn't really capitalise on those. Then Marconi started to turn the screw. Had a few half chances themselves before the chance of the game fell to Mate Busek. A beautiful 1-2 touch to get away from Giorgio Speranza before forcing Nick Soros into an absolute screamer of a save, tipping the ball onto the crossbar and keeping Rockdale ahead. There has been a change. Braden Sorge has been replaced by James Nikolovsky. Braden Sorge went down in the first half. It was a heavy challenge from Dom Costanzo that forced the issue. And it looks as though Sorge hasn't been able to continue. He's also on a yellow card as well, so perhaps somewhat precautionary from Paul D and Vedran Jaganjac, his assistant coach. Saw to the danger that, well, if he is struggling with some sort of an injury, the pace of this game as well could be forced to make an unnecessary foul. And with Rockdale having the result exactly where they want it to be, didn't want to take any further risk. And talking about yellow cards, there were 5 in the first half of this fiery first half. Franco Maya and Liam Yuli both in the book. For the home side, Hunter Elliott, Ali Ugla, and the replaced Braden Sorge for the visitors. But a fine half of football. There was absolutely everything. Couldn't have been a better match of the round for you at home. And for those that braved the cold, it is a beautiful winter Sunday afternoon, minus the wind. If we could block that out, it would be absolutely perfect here at Marconi Stadium. Special shout out as well to Nick Stavroulakis, who's got a keen eye on this one. Former Rockdale Ilinden assistant coach, now assistant coach at the Victory. Runners up in the A-League. Who's in their grand final against Melbourne City. I apologise to all you at home as well that have to contend with that sun. I can tell you, I absolutely understand how you feel, because it is very difficult to see, even from our gantry position. Ball gets played into the box, cleared away by Daniel. I'm sure the sun is on its way down in the next 10-15 minutes. Shouldn't be in the way anymore. Before it goes down, Costanzo is trying to get the Stallions level there, but the ball just ran away from him. Interestingly, Rockdale was out of the sheds first, and they were on the park for a couple minutes before Marconi and the referees came out. I just feel, will that affect them in the start of this second? Cold out there now, especially with the field under a bit of shade. Here's Yasic, hand to the face, but Adrian Arndt tells Elliott to get up. Here's Urushevsky playing it forward, controlled by Bernie and sent back. Costanzo's onside. Jersic back for Yuli. Played forward for Maya. He'll have a go. It's brought down by Ugla, who's on a yellow card. That was very, very silly from Ali Ugla. I've seen those given yellow cards before. I think Adrian Arndt won't be reaching for the pocket, but I tell you what, Ali Ugla is a very, very lucky boy right now. Paul D will be absolutely fuming, and if I'm Paul D right now, I'm warming up Mudinajat or Ollie Pufflet, getting them ready, because a brain explosion like that from Ugla, who's had a very good game so far, could really cost your team. Free kick now. Jersic stands over the ball, goes direct straight into the head of Urushevsky, who's stayed down, and Arndt's immediately called for medical attention here. You hope this isn't too serious for the Rockdale captain. Straight into the head by Jersic, who was quickly there to check on his opposing captain and make sure he's okay. Sportsmanship from Marko Jersic. Said this game full of tension and strong challenges. Won't say bad, we'll say strong, and it's been really tough for both teams, but again, fine sportsmanship from Jersic, who's been the Marconi captain for a number of years now and a Marconi favourite. Leading by example there. Well done to him. Urushevsky's back to his feet, but doesn't look 100%. If Rockdale will be forced to substitute Urushevsky. Looks as though he'll be okay, but knowing him, he won't want to come off, but got to put the players' safety first here. I hope the medical staff hasn't taken advice from the player who's not well. It looks as though he's fine. Sprinting through there and putting Bernie under pressure. Vela flips it forward towards Sekenis, who hasn't really been able to get involved so far. Ball forward. Flag would have been raised. Yuli now looking for Sekenis. Elliott comes across and helps out, but the ball falls to Jersic. Oh, tried to play it through for Sekenis. Gets it out to Costanzo now. Cross comes in. Yuli on the volley, always tough. It was always rising. Difficult to get the technique right. Oh, how about that from Maya? Through the legs of Chalakian. At least the Rockdale kitty will be a little heavier after that with the nutmegs. Costanzo forward for Daniel. Good attack here for Marconi. Comes back for Yuli. Costanzo takes it. Should have left it for Yuli. And Yuli asking the question as well. Bad decision there from Costanzo to get in the way of Yuli. I think Yuli was winding up a rocket there. Cleared away. Now McStay. Can Rockdale find a second? Lockie Constable's quiet in the first half. Almost got that through to Chalakian. Rashudo rides the challenge of Tsekenas. Strong from him. Someone fell off the ball. Incident there between, I think it was Ugla and Maya. Both of them on yellow cards. Franco Maya could have had 3 in the first half. Headed away by Maya. You said earlier, good crowd here at Marconi Stadium. A few hundred people as Urushevsky looks to deliver this throw. Comes into the box toward Ugla. Bernie clears. Good challenge from Danzo to slow down Mate Busek. Sun's really in an uncomfortable position now. Throw goes the way of the visitors. I said it earlier, Rockdale have only held 1 clean sheet this season, and they've looked very, very strong in defence so far in this game. Flew in there, did Tsekenas on Nikolovsky a little late. Constable out to McStay. Back heel for Elliott. Now Danzo. Wide for Constable. Nice touch. Gets it back from McStay. Vela. Costanzo with the back heel. Out over the sideline. Throw for the visitors. Here's McStay. Closed down by Bayless. Brendan Chalakian's 6th goal of the season. He's scored 47 goals, Rockdale, so far this campaign. And really shared the goals amongst Ugla, Chalakian and Urushevsky. Urushevsky, of course, with 20 of those, but the other 2 now chipped in for 13. Ray Evans not on the bench today, but got some minutes in the 20s, scored a goal as well. Will be a welcome return and another quality addition in the attack for Rockdale. Soros almost got the bounce wrong of that one in the end, really stretching for it. Offside flag raised on Ugla. Came back from an offside position. I said earlier, spoilt for choice is Peter Tsekenas on the bench. Has no defenders on the bench. Julian Monge the only midfield option. The rest, all attackers. Kolo Chimenti, Milislav Popovic, Jake True and Jawad Rezai. Afghan international. And I'm sure that they'll be heading to the bench soon to try and freshen things up. They haven't really created much in this second half as yet. We'll have the visitors, in fairness, but 15 minutes just about played in this second half, and Marconi will need to start pushing to get something out of this. And Elliott for the third time in this game, and that will be Elliott's second yellow card. Hunter Elliott sees red, and is that the kick that Marconi needed? Hunter Elliott, for the second time this season, sees red, and Rockdale are reduced to 10 men here. And I think it was the third time, at least in this game, Elliott slipped over at halfway. It happened to him twice in the first half. And now receives his second yellow card. Hunter Elliott sent off with 30 minutes still to play. And Paul D's team have it all to do now. What a tough 30 minutes this will be now. Peter Tsekenis will no doubt be looking to the bench and exploring what attacking options he can throw up there now. Here's Vela, wide for Costanzo. Great feet from Costanzo. Vela again. Daniel closed down by McStay. McStay, who's slotted in at right back, with a send-off to Elliott. And Yesic will take the long throw. Ball in the area. Falls here to Maya and sends that one almost into the restaurant here at Marconi Club. Disappointing attempt from Franco Maya. Soros will take the goal kick now. And just like that, Rockdale, who was in proper control of this game, has really opened it up now. We said defensively they've been quite strong. Now they have it all to do. Looks as though Jake True is heading up to the change room. It will perhaps be the first change. Throw taken towards Tsekenis. Rashudo wins the header. Rashudo wins the ball as well. Intercepted by Maya, but only for a moment as Olszewski comes away with it. Looking for the run now of Ugla. Oh, it's a bad challenge. Ugla has also won a yellow. I think that'll be his day as well. Rockdale are about to be reduced to 9 men. And I think he's going to survive. I cannot believe he's not getting a yellow card for that. I'm certain that was Ali Ugla. As I said, it's a bit hard to see with the sun here, but my word, that was a bad challenge from behind, and Paul D now really needs to think about getting Ugla off. Can't risk it anymore with him. 2 challenges now that Ali Ugla has made on a yellow card that could have seen him copy second. And I think Paul D's heard the calls because he's preparing a couple substitutes now. Matthew Karamalevsky is one of those. I'm guessing Moody Najjar will be the second. In fact, there could be a triple change, definitely 2. Moody Najjar is the other. head tennis here for the moment. Yuli. Ball sprayed out wide. Here's Costanzo now. Costanzo thought about the shot and wasn't the best attempt. Blocked. Here's Danzo. Ball defended by Yuli. Battle between Danzo and Daniel, and the ball ends up at the feet of Ilinden. Anywhere will do for McStay. Just giving his side the time to set up. Bernie, wide for Maya. What about the switch? Oh, how about that for some ball? Costanzo, though, just on his heels, couldn't keep it in. And now those substitutions will take place. It'll be a double change. Aliugla intelligently walking away. In fact, I think it might be Alek Urushevsky that's coming off. No, it's not. Brendan Chalakian. I'm not sure who the second player to come off will be. I'd be absolutely surprised if it's not Ali Ugla. Chalakian has scored that opening goal. And it is Ali Ugla. Smart there from Paul D. Moody Najjar and Matthew Karamalevsky come on. Ali Ugla and Brendan Chalakian off. Here's George Daniel. Peter Tsakenis yet to go to the bench. Good header there from Bayless. Damien Tsakenis has really struggled to get going so far. Blake Prosciutto's physical defending has been intense. A free kick there goes against Urushevsky. He's not happy with that call at all, I can tell you that. Daniel looking for Jersic. Brings it down, good control. Nice touch there by Costanzo. Foul by McStay. Brandon Vella having a few words to Chris McStay, who sends him a message of, that's enough, be quiet. Costanzo to deliver this free kick. Poor free kick again from Costanzo. Gets it straight back into the danger area, but cleared away once more. Urushevsky can't control, but works out anyway. And now Constable has some space here. Early cross in for Urushevsky, well defended by Maya. And then Maya almost coughing up possession. Lost that one in the wind. It's quite windy here, and a reprieve for all of us, including you at home from the sun. Looks like it's had its fun. Now it's time for us to enjoy the last 20 minutes of this one. Rockdale leading by 1-0 thanks to Brendan Chalakian's 13th minute strike, but they are down to 10. Hunter Elliott receiving his second yellow card only a few minutes ago. Ball played forward, headed away. Constable. Now it's Costanzo. Jersic wants it played to feet. Afters there between Constable and Costanzo. Karamalevsky can't keep that one in. Throw in now for the Stallions. Here's Yuli. Yeshic wants it to feed again. He's getting into those pockets, but they just can't seem to find him. Busek also being quiet in the second half, and that's the problem. Marconi really struggling to get that front three involved. They've lost the ball there again, and this is where Urushevsky can be so dangerous. They are down to 10, but when you've got the top scorer in the league in your team, you're always a threat. Not on that occasion, though. Marconi defending well. Costanzo searching for Tsakenas. That one almost beating Rashudo, who just timed it right. Yuli driving into the space in front. Clipping it forward for Tsakenas. Turns back out. Could have hit it first time with the left. Again, another dangerous ball. Gets it back again. Yeshic goes down. No foul. In fact, the free kick goes the way of Rockdale. Yeshic's attempted volley taking out James Nikolovsky. And Rockdale have a free kick inside their own box. That'll slow things down. Still cannot believe that Tsakenas hasn't gone to the bench. That's the first real attack that Marconi's had in his second period. It's taken 25 minutes. As I said, so much firepower on the bench. Popovic scoring in last season's grand final. Hasn't seen too much first grade football this year, and absolutely has the capability to add to the score and bring Marconi back into this game. Cole Cementi, historically a goal scorer in this competition. Jake True as well. Jawad Rezai, talented young Afghan international. Costanzo goes short to Yuli. Into the area. Rashudo heads away, as does Moody Najjar. Cross comes back in though, and it's a poor one. Cause of handball. There's a yellow card as well to Nikolovsky, who may have missed Hilton. Had to get that right. Came out a very, very long way. Nice turn there from Bernie to get away from Urushevsky, still working so hard. The pressure he puts on defenders. That's why he's such an awkward player to play against. It's relentless. Nice touch from Yeshic, back for Yuli. Yuli trying to dictate things now. He has to. He's got on the ball a lot more. He needs it. Needs to find those pockets. Great ball in from Costanzo. Here's Yeshic in the area, back out to Costanzo again. Tsakenas wants it delivered to the far post, cuts it back to Yuli. Now Bayless, space opens up, Bayless forces Soros into another save. Struck so well from James Bayless. But Nick Soros up to the task again. And Marconi have another corner now. This is their strong suit. Maya directing players where he wants them to be. It's windy as well. This will be even harder now to deal with for Rockdale and Soros. Ball comes in. Nobody there though for Marconi. And it'll be a throw in. Perhaps an opportunity though for Marconi to try and box their opponent in. is McStay. Plays it forward. Vela all the way back to Hilton. One bounce just as he went to clear it. Jesic. Wrestling away with Constable. Falls for Busek. Maya. Rashudo again reading the play. He's being one of Rockdale's best. Blake Rashudo goes down there after the challenge from Busek. 15 minutes to go. Rockdale still lead with a man less. Rashudo plays it long, and that's gone straight out over the sideline. Maya sends it forward. One to deal with for Karamalevsky. He does well. Yuli now. Wide for Costanzo. Jesic tried to dummy that. Tsekenis reacted a little too late. It looks as though we're going to get a change now from Tsekenis. I think it's Jake True. As I said, so many attacking options on the bench. At least to just refresh things for Marconi, give the defence something different to look at. Bayless plays it forward. That one will go out over the line for a goal kick. Here comes that change now. Mate Busek is coming off. Busek, who had the best chance of the first half for Marconi. Cyrus tipping his effort onto the bar. And now Jake True has a little less than 15 minutes to try and get the Stallions back into this one and into the action straight away, winning ahead of there. Rashudo goes down, no foul. Throw in for the Stallions. Moves it for Maya. Throw toward True. I think that Rashudo pulled him down. Still asking the question, is Jake True? So I didn't see anything there. Throw comes in from Maya. Looked a foul throw, to be honest, as though his feet had left the ground. Good header there from Bernie. Now Yuli turns away. Plays it to George Daniel. Here's Costanzo. Clips it in toward the box, and very windy out here, but Soros saw it all the way. Well held by the Rockdale keeper. What a performance he's put up. Every time he's been caught upon, he's collected all those long balls into the box and made two phenomenal saves. They've still got a lot of work to do as Costanzo crosses in, headed away by Nikolovsky. Yuli strong in the challenge there with Najjar. Over the top for Jake True. Speranza. In support comes Najjar. They win the ball back, but giving it away to the Stallions once more, and they'll come again the home side. Get used to this for the last 10 minutes of this one. And Costanzo sees the space, gets into the box, twists and turns, but a little too much. Back heel for Daniel. Cross comes in. Jesic was stretching. Cleared away by Najjar. Unfamiliar territory for him. Very deep inside his own box rather than the opposition's box. Bernie given so much space. Maya delivers. Great ball in. Jesic was under it. Headed away by Nikolovsky. Great defending Soros plays it forward. Bernie wins the header. Smart game management from Alek Urushevsky. We all knew he was never taking that throw. Wasting precious seconds off the clock. Precious seconds that Marconi can't afford to lose. It's another wasted free kick by Marconi. They've given at least 3 of those away directly to Rockdale, either via a throw-in or straight into the feet of the opposition. Yuli searching for True. Definitely something different for Speranza to deal with now. True, a little more physical than what Matej Busek was. Perhaps not as technically gifted as Busek, but definitely a physical presence. Here's Costanzo now. Slips over. Karamalevsky there. McStay clears away. Brandon Villa there. He's telling Costanzo to move the ball quicker. Great delivery to Kenneth! And Nick Soros with one of the saves of the season. How did he manage to keep that out? The header was almost perfect from Tekenis. The ball into him just as good. But Nick Soros well up to the task. And he'll have to be up to the task again, because they have to defend the corner here. Villa at the far post. Throw in. Jesic tells Villa to leave it. Jesic throws it long toward True. Headed away only as far as Bayless. Bayless! Soros again. And now Maya back to Yuli. Ball's in again. It's bouncing about. Looked like a handball there. Still alive for Vela. Blocked. Cross into the area once more. True. And that's an easy way out for Rockdale. Jake True didn't need to do that. Well, if Nick Soros isn't getting the man of the match, I don't know who is. Be prepared to see him in between the sticks in the team of the week. He's put up some performance. Whenever he's been caught up upon, he's been right up to the task. That save from Damien Sekenis. One of, if not the save of the campaign. Been another change here in the meantime. Cole Chimenti has come on for Liam Yuli. Marconi ball. Rockdale bench not happy. Vedran Jaganyats leading the protests there. Great turn from True, no foul. Here's Daniel. And now Karamalevsky can go on a run here, and Karamalevsky beats Daniel. Only has Urushevsky in front. Keeps going, and Urushevsky changed the run. Now he's out of position. Perhaps an opportunity for Marconi to take advantage. Karamalevsky's boots come off. He can't get it back on. Costanza up the other end, crosses in, and again Soros. Comfortable claim. Going back to the bench again is Paul D. Well, Peter Tsakenis doesn't look like he's making another change. Only got one window left as Tsakenis. Bernie comes away and drives forward. Looking for True. Goes down, does Jake True. There wasn't a foul there though. Good call from Adrian Arndt. Speranza clears away. And Urushevsky intelligently wins the free kick there. This will work into Rockdale's hands. Lockie Constable, the one to make way. Jordan Graorowski comes on in his place. Last touch came of him. Throw in for Marconi. Maya takes the throw. Headed away by McStay. Long searching ball again. Bernie loses out there to Urushevsky. There's two blue jerseys with Urushevsky. No foul. I thought that Adrian Arndt was going to blow the whistle. He didn't. Strong challenge from Moody Najjar. Urushevsky stayed down, and Rockdale have no more subs if he's unable to continue. Taking his time, Alek Urushevsky. He's been in the game long enough. The only issue here for Rockdale is because Urushevsky is receiving treatment, he's going to have to go off, which will mean that Rockdale will be down to 9 men for at least a few seconds. Maya will take the throw. Plays it forward, cleared away again. Now Urushevsky can come back on. Staff members getting involved on the far side. Cleared out onto, well, it looked like it was heading for Bosley Park Road. And this is where Rockdale want to be. This is how they want these final moments panning out. Giorgio Speranza will take the throw in front of the committee, who are making their voices heard on that far side. Really taking their time, Rockdale. They've been in this corner for at least a couple minutes. And they keep it down there. Paul D will be very pleased with how his team has managed this part of the game. Free kick and a chance now for Marconi to get out of this corner. They're like a boxer. Really caved in, unable to punch their way out. They get that chance now. Maya sends it long, searching for Chimenti. Rashudo once more wins another header, and Chris McStay clears it out. I'm not sure how much time will be added. The fourth official hasn't informed us as yet. Bayless sends it forward toward True. Headed away by Speranza. Jersic now. Ball clipped in. And again, Rockdale defense so strong and clear the ball away. 6 minutes of time have been added on. We've had a minute already. Rockdale fans unhappy with the 6. Soros has come very far, and Soros once more comes and claims. It looks as though Rockdale's readying another change, but they've had their 3 opportunities to make substitutions. I don't think they can anymore, as Urushevsky cuts infield into the area and goes back to the corner. Goes down and wins the free kick. Alek Urushevsky. And I think that'll be Franco Maya's night as well. I thought that Adrian Hart was going to the pocket for a moment. He's got a yellow. But it looks as though Maya will survive as well. I'm just surprised that Peter Tsakenis has thrown no caution to the wind. With Popovic still on the bench and Rezai as well. I would have expected them to have come on. Two minutes have elapsed now. When they're back in that corner, they are so happy to be in Ilinden. Speranza unable to get that one out of his feet. And Rockdale will try to make another change here, as will the Stallions. Jawad Rezai will come on. Gray Evans has come on, but I'm certain that Rockdale have already had one was at half-time. I apologise. There were 3 changes, but one was at half-time. Of course, half-time doesn't count. Jersic there, flicks the header on. Chimenti can't get there. And now how about this run forward from Grarowski? Turning it back to Hilton. Jersic. McStay to win it. Chris McStay saved by Hilton. That was the chance to finish the game off. But Chris McStay foiled by James Hilton. Excellent save by the Marconi keeper. The ball just fell the right way for McStay in the end. The best effort, but desperate goalkeeping for Hilton, putting his body on the line. Franco Maya has been replaced by Jawad Rezai as well for the final couple minutes. From my watch, it says there's 2.5 to go, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got another minute or two added on that as well. You just don't want this one to end. It's been a fantastic game so far. Get the goal kick here. Marconi. Hilton rushing to take it. Spreads it wide for Costanzo. Strong challenge from Karamalevsky, and almost found the pass as well to Ollie Pufflet. Headed away by Nikolovsky. Rezai. Beaten to it by McStay. Cleared away by Najjar. Throw taken. Here's George Daniel. Final 90 seconds of the minimum time allocated. Costanzo. What can he conjure up? Nice ball through for Daniel. Clips it to the back post. No one arriving though. No one even challenging. Oh, that was a good strike from Bayless and Rezai. It looked headed for goal. True! It'll be a corner. Desperate defending from Rockdale. Is this the last chance for the Marconi Stallions to rescue a point? Corner comes in toward the back post. Headed away. It'll come back again. Bernie. Rezai. Daniel. Thinks about the shot. Still George Daniel into the area. Out back for Costanzo. The cross comes in. And again, Blake Rashudo. Vela back into the mixer. Here's True. One last chance. Bayless. And Bayless wastes the opportunity as Adrian Art blows full time. And Rockdale Ilinden snapped this barren run against the Marconi Stallions. Brendan Chalakian's 13th minute strike, enough for all 3 points. And a 1-0 victory for the visitors. They defeat the league leaders and close the gap at the top of the table to just 2 points now. The premiership is right back on. And it's alive. Don't forget Spirit as well, who just continue to put up result after result. But after 90 minutes here, in an enthralling game between two of the top teams in the state, Rockdale Ilinden take all 3 points. They win this one 1-0. We'll sign off from Marconi Stadium with that. It's Marconi Stallions 0, Rockdale Ilinden 1.